You're live now. Namaskaram, everybody. I have no way to know whether you guys are there or not. So this is part of Youth and Truth. And well, what Youth and Truth means is, truth is like a straight line. Youth and most people, youth or otherwise, are going all over the place. How well life works simply depends on how often you touch this straight line or how close to this straight line you are. If you can stay on it, you would become something else. If you can't stay on it, at least you stay around it. Still, wonderful things can happen to you. This is why Youth and Truth, to just know experientially what is the fundamental nature of the truth of our existence. And this is not something that you grasp intellectually, though right now, question question is the only tool that the intellect has to probe. So we are using questions. So these two people, I'm not getting the names, one is a dancer, another is a singer, huh? There are two people, huh? Okay. RR, Remo and Raftar. So, I hear many of you see them dancing and listen to their music. I'm yet to… hopefully they'll give me a taste of that in this few minutes that we have. So here we are. You have any question before they come on? What's happening? Are we still live? Nobody's talking back to me. Only I'm alive, you're dead, Rohit. Hello everybody, say something, all of you guys. Remo, can you hear me, eh?
It's live.
Hello, Remo. Namaskaram.
Namaskaram. How are you, sir? I'm so sorry. I've been looking at you and you've been waiting, and we are also trying to press so many buttons, but finally we are here. So nice to see you, and so nice to talk to you, and big fan. And I have few questions for you, sir. So I've seen you
Hey, why is only you getting all the love signs, huh?
Am I? Am I? Oh yeah. But you also.
No, it's not going up to me. Huh? It's
No?
stopping with you.
Oh, it's stopping there. Great. So my first question to you is I've seen you dancing at Isha Mahashivratri, and you seem to be thoroughly enjoying the dance. I feel, in my personal this thing that spiritual people are not, they're like very silent and reserved. What makes you?
What do you mean? Adi, in this country, the symbol of dance is Shiva himself. Huh? Adi Yogi himself is a very symbol of Shiva.
Absolutely, yes, absolutely right. The second question was that only that India has such a tradition in dance, music, and art. And as you said, Shiva is himself is the greatest dancer. In fact, most of our gods are shown us in a musical instrument or with a dancing pose.
Yes. It's the only culture where our gods dance, they're not stayed.
Yeah, but today very few people are connecting with music and dance. What can we do to bring more rhythm to dance and rhythm and dance to people?
I think in all the cinema they should only have 50%, they should have seats, rest should be vacant open space.
To show dance in this thing.
So that everybody gets up and dances.
I'll keep this in my mind when I'm doing my next dance film. I'll keep a little space so that I'll pause the film. I'll just play the music and let the audience get up and dance. That's a good idea you gave me. Amazing.
See, this is a land where for everything there was, as you said, all our gods are dancing gods. Krishna is a dancer, Shiva is a dancer, and it is so everywhere.
Yes, yes.
But even in our villages, if we want to plow the land, there was a song and dance for that. If you want to plant, there was a song and dance for that.
Yeah, yeah.
Slowly what has happened is, one thing is because of abject poverty to some extent. Another thing is, we have over-magnified the cinema in such a way that people think when somebody else will dance for them and they can sit and eat popcorn, you know. They are filling their bellies with something and somebody else is dancing for them. I think bringing back folk music, because you cannot bring classical music into large masses of people. Classical music will always remain in a select group of people. But the folk music is what everybody's feet can tap to. It's easy and possible. So we are trying to take this folk music. We thought at one time we'll take it in a big way back into the villages. But we have not done that, unfortunately. But to some extent in the area where we live, we've brought folk music. At least we're teaching young people how to beat a drum, how to dance, how to sing something local.
Lovely.
We're bringing this, but not to the extent it should. I feel in all the states we should bring this back. If you young guys like you, if you stand up, you say, I'm getting old, huh?
No, while after watching you dance, you can't say that. You have amazing…
So, if get together, if you get some more people together, we just have to bring back folk music. Back into the villages, back into schools and colleges, back into our agricultural field, because you keep hearing about this farmer suicide. People think it's all economic. Yes, economic reasons are there for sure, no question about that. But more than anything, agriculture is a heartbreaking activity. This activity was done at one time as communities got together, they sang, they danced. The hardest part of agriculture of plowing, planting, backbreaking work. So they got up and sang and danced, which kept them going. But today, without song and dance, trying to do agriculture like a trade,
I think
is taking a toll on people.
Yes, I feel. Like, for example, I was in Purulia and I was shooting a film, my first Bengali film, and…
that's where they dropped the arms.
Dance film.
You picked up the arms?
Yeah, but no. But I picked up a lot of art from there because I came to know first time about Chow dancing. And it was great. When I met those people, they were all farmers. And after farming in the night, they used to dance for me. And that's how I made the first film. And so amazing to see the farmers being into those big masks with Ganesha and Shiva and all this stuff, dancing. So this thing. So, Sadhguru, I feel closest to myself and to God when I'm dancing. Is this meditation?
Well, see, any activity, whether it is dancing or singing or kicking a ball or just anything for that matter, if one involves themselves in that activity to an extent where there is a sense of abandon. You could be playing football, but there could be moments where there is a sense of abandon, where the normal restrictions of being human are gone upon you for a moment. You may not be able to stay there, but for a moment it is gone, or for a few moments it is gone. So when a human being touches that through whatever the activity, well, dance and music may look like more aesthetically whatever, but it doesn't matter. Even if it's work, if you're just sawing wood also, it's okay. But if you come to your sense of abandon, a lot of runners come to this. You know, they're just running when there is no more energy left, they come to a place where their run is beyond themselves. When such a thing happens, well, you are meditative in a way, because meditation means in some way you have created a little distance between yourself and your body, you have created a little distance between yourself and your mind. It is a sense of abandon. It is not necessary that you must be dancing or singing for this. This can happen any time. Only when a human being touches this sense of abandon will the human genius will slowly flower. Well, if you're like this 24 hours of the day, then you will become a madman like me.
I would love to be a madman like you, sir. But I can't even come this close to you. But yeah, that's absolutely right what you said. There's one more big concern. There are a lot of problems we face every day, and like the whole country is also facing, like how you did a river rally for river to save rivers. Like I personally get disturbed when I see youth channelizing their energy towards drugs and intoxication. How can creative forms help this youth to channelize their energy into a right place?
See, what the youth need is, well, it could be in the form of dance music, definitely. But what is most important is something that that excites them and involves them. It could be sport, it could be dance, it could be music, it could even be a book, it could be intellectual activity, but something that draws them, excites them and demands involvement. Right now, when there is no involvement in anything, intoxication looks better, naturally.
Yes.
So another way is, we can teach you ways where you can be always intoxicated. Look at my eyes, I'm always stoned, completely stoned. Never touched a substance, but…
but yes.
But this, this very human system is the greatest chemical factory on the planet. You can manufacture what you want from within. So, this kind of intoxication will liberate you, not inebriate you.
Amazing.
Inebriation means it'll take away your faculties. But when you intoxicate yourself from within with life itself, then instead of inebriation, you will become intense and intoxicated at the same time. This is what Shiva or Adi Yogi symbolizes, that he is intense, exuberant, still and intoxicated at the same time. And this is the essence of yoga. The yoga is about this, because if there is no sense of intoxication, you can't really bear with life.
That's true.
Because if you want to take on many things and do it in life, those many things will slowly pull you down unless you have a little bit of intoxication within you all the time. But if you choose bottles and pills to do this, it will destroy you because
Yes.
it will destroy your intelligence, it'll destroy your faculties. So,
Yes.
we have to give an alternative for the youth. Instead of telling them this is good, this is bad, I can teach them how to be intoxicated 24 hours of the day, and it doesn't cost
Wow.
anything. It'll enhance your life
Amazing.
in many ways, and
Amazing.
your genius will blossom one day because of this.
Amazing. Amazing. Great. So I heard, I just saw your last Instagram post. You've been riding motorcycles in Mysore, right?
Yes.
And I love riding. So I hope next time when you
What do you ride, huh?
do something like that, big rally, I want to ride with you.
What do you ride?
I have Harley Davidson. I have Ducati.
Harley Davidson is half a car. That's not a motorcycle.
Yeah, it's like big one, but I have a Ducati which is nice, sporty. But I want to ride like long rides, so I think a easy rider would be a better one. Which one you were riding, right? I think.
The Nilgiris, where the Ooty is, the Nilgiris have some of the most fantastic rides. The entire Nilgiris I've ridden around at one time way back. I'm planning to do it again now. Come along then, come south, we will ride.
I will, definitely. Definitely, I'm going to join you. Definitely, I'm going to join you. Okay, the last question I want to ask you is, in your views, what role art can play in the life of youth today?
See, I feel our education system has become all about classroom and marks and everything. Just now, I was at my school where I studied 45 years ago. It was very embarrassing to meet all those teachers who were saying wonderful things about me now, but I was such a terrible student. It was very embarrassing that they were honoring me like this. But the important thing is, unfortunately, that school where I studied was a multipurpose school, so there were many activities. The youth don't have any other activity. You put them in a classroom and try to grind them in some stupid information, which you read a textbook ahead of me, that's all you know. You know nothing better than that, so that's not going to work for the youth. It's very important, as much time as we invest in science and mathematics, we need to invest in art, music, theater, like this. These kind of expressions are very needed. It is not necessary that they have to become artists or musicians or theater personalities, but it's important those aspects are there in their life. Anyway, if you're going to get married, at least you should learn to act.
Yeah. Yeah, actually.
Hey, you're not admitting, I know you're…
No, I'm No, but I'm happily married.
Sorry, I got you into wrong spot. No, we'll cancel that, we won't tell her.
No, it's okay. It's gone live now, it's okay. You can't do that. Amazing. So, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And it was great talking to you, and I want to come and personally meet you. And the bike ride.
Bike ride, don't come with that Harley Davidson, I won't ride on those tracks in the mountain.
No, Harley Davidson can't be taken there, so I'll come and I'll get some bike from there only, and from you only.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful.
Thank you. There you go. Yes. Yeah. This is 1 second.
Is this what you want? Gossip? Hello, everybody. I'm asking all of you who are watching, is this what you want? Do you want me to just gossip like this, or you want me to say something serious? Hello? Okay. Now I'm going to say something very serious. Nobody's listening. Namaskaram. Raftar. என்னோட பிரச்சனை. ஏன்ப்பா இன்ஸ்டாகிராம்ல தமிழ் ஆளுல இருக்காங்களா இல்லையா?
I'll read out a few questions from the comment. One question is why Indian parents want to control their child's career and why they think they know everything. This is from Purvi Raj.
Well, parents out of their love and concern can think what they want. But if you are very clear about what you really want to do, I don't think anybody is going to really stop you. You must understand this. When you want to go towards something that you want to go towards, inevitably there will be obstacles. In what form these obstacles will come, we don't know. It could be parents, it could be friends, it could be economic condition, it could be just living in a certain country, it can be social situations. So, if you really want to do something, if you're very clear that this is what I want to do, you must understand there will be impediments on the way. In what form they will come, you can never expect. They will come in many ways. Some will come as enemies, some will come in loving ways, some will come in threatening ways, some will come in coercing ways. They'll come in many ways. Maybe this is a good quality control for you, just to check whether you really want it or you just… it's a momentary passion which may pass after some time. So, parents will generally advise you what they think is safe. Their concern for their children is safety. But a young person's concern is not safety, young person's concern is adventure. So they want you to get you into a venture that will be safe for you, but you want to get into an adventure. Well, when you're young, if you don't do any adventure, then that's not good. But you want an adventure without any obstacles. There is no such thing. Adventure comes with obstacles. Namaskaram.
Sadhguru ji, namaste.
Puja, kya? I did my rap, you must do yours now.
The voice has suddenly gone down. Am I audible to you?
I'm sorry?
The voice has suddenly gone down. Like, am I audible?
I can hear you. You're going to ask your questions in rap format
there's
or…
very less voice from your side. I'll just connect these new gadgets that are there in the market. Just to be…
No, I can hear you, it's fine. Oh.
Okay, Sadhguruji, I am really glad to be on this platform. I'm really glad I can ask you questions.
You're going to ask questions in the rap format?
Basic.
You're going to ask questions in the rap format or…
However you like. I just saw your the musical for your show, which is in rap. So it really it got me. I was like Sadhguruji know about rap? Is he interested in that? Has he heard a lot of rappers? What
You think I'm an old guy like you, huh?
Hello? Hello?
You think I'm an old guy like you who doesn't know what's rap?
No. Sadhguruji, I'm very sorry. There is some problem with the audio. Let me try to reconnect with you once. I would like to take some moments for that.
Yes, sir.
Let's see if we can connect. Did I manage to? Quickly, I'll just see if it's.
Hello.
Perfect. I got you now. Really glad to be here. I'll start from the beginning because I was not able to listen to anything you said. And like I asked you, and you responded by saying, do you think I'm a old guy like you? How do you think music influences the youth? Like, how important is it?
It's not coming. Huh? How do you think music what?
Music is like important to the youth. Like, how can it impact somebody's life as a young guy or maybe at a later stage? How important is music for somebody?
I thought rap is a conversation, huh?
Rap, music. For me, my music is rap. Everybody chooses their own music.
So essentially music means this. Anyway, human beings are making a lot of sounds. We talk, we walk around and make noises, we drive vehicles and make noises, we cook and make noises, we make all kinds of noises. When we arrange these noises, or sounds, let us say, when we arrange these sounds in such a way that whether people think through this like this or not, but when they are mathematically or geometrically in a certain pattern, then what was just sound becomes music. Why I'm saying geometrically is because the entire physical creation is a complex amalgamation of geometry. So sound also has a form. So when you utter the sound or how you arrange the sound will determine whether something becomes music or something becomes noise. So it is an arrangement. How it is done is essentially we are able to do music not because of anything else, because we have very sensitive ears as human beings. We have the most sensitive neurological system, and that is why we are able to sense sound in such a way and arrange its patterns in such a way that it becomes pleasant and has a soothing impact or an impact that it'll make people move and dance. So, but now today, because I think rap allows people to converse in a certain way, this used to be so, you have seen the old opera singers and all, they were all talking in a different kind of music. So now the
Yes,
modern
definitely.
music has become young people in the colleges talking to each other in rap and arguing in rap and making their point in rap. I think if I'm not wrong, I think when people when I really look at it, because I'm from '60s, I only look from that context. Maybe when you look at people like Jimi Hendrix or even Bob Marley and others, I think if you listen to some of their songs, there is origins of rap. Rap is hidden in their music, but it's more like music. I think from that they pulled out people who didn't have the same… I think to make music more universal, rap has become a kind of a tool that anybody can participate in the music. I don't know if I have not been to the shows or things like that. Do you do shows like that, that if you say something, people can respond in rap?
I just got off a show and that's why I'm in the car. I wanted to be in a closed environment to talk to you. So we have just parked the car on the side. And I was like, I'm not going to miss this opportunity of being able to speak to you. I was just on stage right now. And I was doing this thing for India Today. It was for the youth. It was me talking to the youth. And I've also understood as an artist, one thing is that initially it was just classified that artists are singers, especially in India. But off lately, because we have made it in the market and people have accepted it, I have noticed that we have a voice that people love to listen to. They are ready to talk to us. It's almost like they feel like we are talking to them rather than just making them listen to a melody that will make them dance.
See, I think this comes from the origins, as I said, when particularly in United States, when the black community was subjugated in a very hard way. So for them, they could talk to each other, express their concerns, their emotions, their philosophies and ideologies came out in the form of music, and that was a fantastic expression for them. And today, the modern artists have made it a little more different, but essentially they started talking in music, and it started in, in the cotton fields of southern America which was very beautiful because if they were not even allowed to converse with each other. So it looked like they were singing a song, but they were talking to each other. And I was just asking, does it happen on stage that you and the audience respond and converse in rap? Does it happen? Or is it all a set piece?
It's all a set piece, but it's very rare that somebody comes up from the audience who responds in that lingo. But I usually try to address anything that if a song, the next song or something like that, in terms of rap, I like to juggle the words around and place it in a way that it comes across as poetry. So, and like you said about rap, Sadhguruji, the most beautiful thing I feel about it is it started with oppression, like you said, in the cotton fields of South America. And from there it originated and turned into a source of income for people. People are able to feed their families, achieve their dreams. And that traveled all the way from the States to India. And certain people like me have been able to do the same, express our views and plus able to make money out of it.
Do some rap for me, let me see.
In fact, that was my next question. I have just done a song for this movie called Manto. Sadat Hasan Ali Manto ji, the great writer, and I had done a song for it. And it talks about the hypocrisy of the society, how people are not ready to accept the truth. And when we go ahead and
is
say
making
that,
this movie, huh?
Yes, definitely. So I've done the song for them, and it's just released recently, and it has got like a real good buzz. Like people have accepted what I was saying.
Hello. I missed the last sentence. Huh?
Hello. So I would like to recite my lines from the same song because I personally feel they echo a lot with me. So my song goes like, जात में ये बांटते हैं, बांट के ये काटते हैं, कटने वाले खाट पे हैं, इनकी मौज रात में है, लाल बत्ती वाली गाड़ी ग्लास इनके हाथ में है, राजनीति में है चोर पुलिस इनके साथ में है, मेरी बातें तुमको सच नहीं लगती, सच्ची बातें तुमको यारा पच नहीं सकती, मुझसे ना समझ है दुगनी मेरी एज के, एक पैर कब्र में ये भूखे हैं दहेज के, बेटियों को मारते, बेटियां ना पालते, बेटियों पे दूसरों की नजरें गंदी डालते, लड़कियां पटा के उनको बंदी बोलते हैं और जो राजी ना हो उनको साले, आई कांट से दैट वर्ड, बाप रोज माँ पे ठोस हाथ जो उठाएगा, बेजुबान बोलने से पहले सीख जाएगा कि मर्द तब बनेगा जब तू औरतें दबाएगा, सोचे रही तो जल्दी देश डूब जाएगा.
Oh, you are just belting out a whole philosophy, huh? Political philosophy.
I like to write. I like to express.
What do you think if I
see?
What do you think if I start teaching all spirituality in rap? Huh?
I guess the youth will really like it. I guess that will be something new. I would definitely be downloading everything you're saying out there then.
Maybe I'll try. Huh?
Definitely.
You spend half a day with me and train me. Huh? I will start. I'll do one satsang in rap.
That half an hour will change my life more than I believe that.
I will.
But definitely, that's a good opportunity.
I will conduct one satsang in rap.
I will definitely love to monitor that and help you if I can in any way.
That's
that
good.
would be something else.
So, rap is entering the movies or regular movies.
Regular movies, and gladly initially rap was just taken in as a means of entertainment where you go in a
Mm.
song and talk about clubs, alcohol, women,
Mm.
sexist things, and things that just the youth likes more these days. And this was the question, Sadhguruji, like when I make a song which is all about dancing and partying, and people go bad about it, and suddenly there is this part of the community that comes back at me saying you make songs which are about partying, which are about going out, having a good time. And then I make a song like this, which doesn't fly off. It doesn't take off like the old songs do, because people are not accepting the truth. I get a lot of good messages, but the song doesn't spread. So how do I deal with this? How do I deal with the fact that I want to explain to the people that there is music for my soul and there is music for my goals. And when I do music for the goals, that is the music that gets my family fed. That is how I can treat everybody around me with a good life. And then there is music for my soul that I only do for myself. So how do I balance it? Like it's a bit it's caught up in my head as well.
Well,
Like criticism, basically.
well, you were the one who was saying, "Haath mein glass hai, lal batti," whatever.
Yes, yes.
So, unfortunately, we are going to a place in the society where the only norm is money and pleasure. Well, it's not that one should not have these things. It is just that that should not become the focal point of our life. So, it's an opportunity when people are listening to your music to infuse something into it, which also awakens them in some way. Maybe I'll write a song for you if you can sing it.
Definitely, that would be like an honor. Like me on a
Gone,
spot now.
yes. Yeah, I can write some lyrics for you which you can rap it out if you wish.
Definitely, definitely. I would love to do it. I would love to do it. So,
So,
like I said, please go ahead, Guruji.
now the thing is, see, it is not… it is a wrong idea that if something is profound, it will not be listened to or it will not be heard by people. Yes, if you titillate their surface, more people will immediately go for it. But if something is profound and if you put it out the way they will understand and identify with it, you will see people will go for it. Today I must tell you, it's amazing and absolutely fantastic to see. I've been traveling to various schools and things, colleges. Colleges at least I can understand, but schools, between 12 to 15 years of age, between 12 to 15 years of age, a whole lot of school children are listening to spiritual talk. This was impossible when I was growing up. There was no way we would have heard a spiritual talk, and not forced by the parents, by themselves. They're listening to the talks. Wherever I go, school children know me. I say, how do you know me? But they say we are listening to the talk. So I'm saying it is a wrong conclusion to think that if you say something profound, if you say something transformative, people are not willing to listen. It's not true. They will listen, it's just that maybe how we say it have to change, but the message can be conveyed. I think every artist, every influencer has this responsibility in some way. You must not only touch people's lives, when you touch, you must also… when people allow you to touch their life, you must also transform their life. It's very important.
I'll definitely take that in. And like you see how social media has just given everybody the power to be a judge now. Everybody is a critic, everybody is a judge, and everybody decides what they want to say in just a matter of second without even going back and looking at how much of hard work has been put behind anything that you're looking at right now. So I would like you to say to all these people that are from my side how they should not be a critic instantly and not be a judge. They can't be judging everybody.
Well, uh, This business of judgment also, people don't even stand up and judge, they judge anonymously in some anonymous name. So this is one
We
thing
call
that
them
everybody…
trolls.
This is one thing everybody should learn, that you can say whatever you want to say, but at least you must be willing to stand up and say that this is what I want to say. You don't be such a slink that you say it in somebody else's name, that should not be there. And there is a certain power for a human being to stand up and say something unpopular, no matter who likes it or who doesn't like it, but you're saying it because that's how you see it. It's perfectly fine, and that is the basis of our culture and our society. But these people making comments in somebody else's name is definitely a culture that has to change, because it breeds irresponsibility, that you can say something hiding behind another identity, which is not right at all, which has to be fixed on the social media. Social media is a powerful tool. Never before human beings had the ability to communicate as we're able to communicate today. So what are we going to communicate? Are we going to heap abuse upon each other, or are we going to communicate something that will change and transform the life upon this planet? This is something everybody should decide. All of you who are influencers in some way, you should see if you can, not becoming preachy, but being able to bring that responsibility in people around us, because this is needed for the country, this is needed for the well-being of the world, that human beings behave a little more responsibly, not only with their words, but with their actions and everything. This entire movement, what we are doing here in the form of inner engineering or Isha, is a movement from religion to responsibility. When I say religion to responsibility, for too long people have been pointing towards the sky for everything that's going wrong with their life and all the dastardly things that they're doing in their life. It is time that people take responsibility for whatever nonsense you are. You stand up and say, this is what I am. This much courage a man should have, this much courage every human being should have, that whatever I am, at least I take responsibility for what I am and I stand up and say what I have to say. Somebody likes it, somebody doesn't like it, that's their choice.
I'll definitely take this back with me. It makes me feel much better about what I have decided to do with my life. Sadhguruji, I'm looking forward to that opportunity of getting lyrics from your side.
Okay.
I will definitely wait for those and
We will
put
do that.
something out. Thank you for having me. Thank you for
Thank you.
having me on your platform and for talking to me. I had a pleasure. I'm really thankful. Thank you.
We are right now on a movement called Youth and Truth that you know. So let's get the youth, let's get the youth to the truth as much as possible, because this is a youthful nation. All we have is population. If we transform our population into an inspired, balanced and focused population, we will be a miracle. Otherwise, we can make a disaster out of ourselves. It's my endeavor that we as a generation of people who have the tools of technology like no other generation, who have comforts and conveniences that no other generation had ever, we should not be a vain generation. We, in many ways, should become the best generation ever, because nobody was empowered like we are. So let's make it happen. Thank you very much. Yeah, I was just saying him, seeing him off in a happy way. Good? Done? Namaskaram everybody, thank you very much.